Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And so today we're going to get some paintwork done on the model. Okay, as you can see, I've painted the underside of the aircraft and that looks good. That really does look good, and I've used a bit of spray paint for this, and this is black hobby paint from Vallejo. Okay, so that really did go down well. And okay, so there we go. So that's all done. I'm going to take away the masking. So I will put my tweezers out for a minute. I'm going to now for this part. So we'll take away the tweezers. The aircraft has been primed as well. I think I can probably, there we go. And that demarcation line works out as trees. There. And there you have it. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Right, let's have a look at the back, shall we? Hopefully, in the next episode, we'll be able to go and finish the whole aircraft off. So. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I'm actually quite pleased with that. The Vallejo paint has really gone down the treat. Right, so let's so what we'll do now is we can mask off the bottom now, and we can mask off the bottom now, and I'm not going to worry about this. Okay, we can touch that up with a bit. We can touch this up with a bit of aluminium paints anyway, or to do the metal parts of the aircraft. Okay, so we can do that, but for now I want to concentrate on the top half of the aircraft. Okay, so I will get this all masked off. I'll get the bottom all masked off, and we'll get the and then we can set about getting the airbrush all set up and see how well it all comes out. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay guys, we're going to use my airbrush now, and I've got two airbrushes, and this is what this one is, an airbrush and compressor kit. You think you might have seen it before. Okay, so there we go. Right, so we got the starter kit here, so I'll be referring to that. And now we've got the compressor. This is the mini compressor, so let's get that out of the way and get this open. So just okay, get this out. We can right, so we refer to our starter guide. So what we want is connecting the airbrush. So we get our we've got the power. Hence I've got use of the extension lead. That's all plugged in. And so that goes in there. There we go, that's plugged in. Make sure the switch is on at the wall. And that's at 21 psi at the minute, so that's, oh, at least we know it works. Okay, so at least we know it works. There we go. Right. Right. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, so we switch that on. Right. Now the air hose. I'm assuming that comes. There we go. There's the air hose. Right. And that goes in there like so. Okay, now then, all we've got to do now is to make sure that is hooked up to the actual brush. And that is working. So that's now working. That's the. So now. So I can feel the air going up against my hand. So, right. Now here's the moment of truth. Does it work with a bit of painting? Right. So what we do, get one of these little brush holders. And we can stick it in there, and we get our cup. Can't get the cup off. Okay, I'll be back in a bit, guys. Okay, guys. Well, this seems to the cup seems to be really tough. So I'm going to have to be really tough to get off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order a grip, glass jar gripper to try and. So I'll try and get this off. But in the meantime, I'm going to resort to using the spray can. So I'll be back in a bit and I'll see you soon. Well, guys, that's it for this episode. I have managed to get the top half of the aircraft all painted up in the dark earth colour. So, okay, it's only because I couldn't get the lid off the airbrush cup. But luckily I had just about enough of the Humboldt number 29 in the can to get this all done. So as you can see, there's just a few bits, and pieces where it was all covered over with masking tape, and I can cover that, and I can basically just touch all of that up with this one. Okay, so because that's pretty much the same colour. It's pretty much the same colour anyway, so I'm going to use that to brush paint it on. Okay, as far as the airbrush is concerned, I will use it on one of my projects, but I just couldn't get the lid off. I couldn't get the lid off the cup, so I've ordered some cups from Amazon, and so I've ordered some cups from Amazon. Now, next episode we'll get the camouflage on, and I've got these. These are camouflage masks. They're made by AML Accessory Model Kits, and they're based in Czechia, what was known as the Czech Republic. So I'm going to be using those to get on some camouflage masks. Okay, so we'll be using those next time, and we'll be using some of the Humboldt number 30 dark green on those. Okay, now as we're coming to almost to the end of this project, so I thought, okay, I'll see which kit you want me to do next. So I'm going to put a poll up on the channel, and that should hopefully be up in time for next for Sunday's video. And you'll get the choice of either voting for the Westland Lysander or if I can get it, or the Avro Anson Mark 1. Okay, so there's your choices. I will put these up on the channel. Okay, and as for a poll, and see which kit you want me to build. Okay, because actually I've done a poll for quite a while, so it'd be nice to get one done. Okay, so in the meantime, guys, if you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up, why don't you? Comment, subscribe and share please as well. It all helps to make the channel grow a bit. And I will see you on Sunday for the next part of the build. Okay, bye bye.